Namaskaram and welcome in our Salesforce Guruji YouTube channel. In this video, we will understand what are relationship, lookup relationship, and master detail lookup relationship. So first of all, this is very important video, and most of the students struggle in this topic only. So I request you to put your 100% attention and understand these concept in the deep details. So let's see how what actually these are and how we can utilize them. Okay. So first of all, let's start with this, that what are relationship types or what actually they do. So relationships refers to how objects are connected to each other within the system. Okay. Salesforce uses relationship to link different pieces of data together, providing user with a more complete and interconnected view of business information. There are several type of relationship in Salesforce, so we'll see all those things. But the very important thing that we need to understand what is actually relationships. So relationships are nothing actually, uh, just connecting the different objects or data in a single view or entity, basically we can say. So let's take an example. So let's say we have a company, and under that company if we have some employees, so for that one we can, if you want to relate it, then if we just remember the previous thing, if you are a developer then you can relate to this one. So you definitely aware about the foreign key and primary key concept, that how they connect both of the tables. Same way in Salesforce also we connect the data. Let us understand first how it's connecting. So first of all, I am going in front end. Let's see that let's say that first I'm creating a account. Okay. If I am creating account, let's say I am under the data or anything, let's say data. Okay. Data, and let me save this record. And now under this one we are able to see contacts. Okay, this is also a different object, but actually it's connected to this one as a child object. Okay, so I'll also explain that concept. Now let's create a contact right away from here. If I see this particular field is already filled, okay, and I will even show you in details basically, but let's just create this record. Let's say Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata is the employee of Tata company. If we understand that thing, then let me create this record. Then if we see, then we are in a single UI where we are able to see the Tata company's record also. Even we are able to see their employees record and all the different things also in a single view, and even they are related to each other. Now we need to understand how actually they are related to each other. So if I go to the contact object, okay, I'm just here on the object manager, I'm going to contact table. Okay, if I go to contact table, field and relationship, over here in this account name, uh, as we can see that we have a field called account ID, and that is a lookup. Okay, so this is a special data type that we have, that is connecting both of these tables. And one concept that we need to understand, that always, let's say in this situation, this is our parent object. Account is our parent object, and child contact is our child object. Okay, and definitely account is representing the company and contact is representing the employees. Okay, now here on contact object means on the child object we have a field, and that field is creating a relationship to the parent uh, table basically. So this is how the relationship is working. So if we understand this concept very well, then it's enough for us to even get the clarity on all the other aspects also. But we should be 100% confident on this one. First thing is the parent object, in this case account, and the child object in our case contact. So always on the contact object only, we will have the field, and that field will be a lookup or a master detail lookup relationship to the parent object. This is how it connect the data together. And actually how they are doing these things, for each and every record we do have this id. Okay, so Salesforce is doing nothing. They have, let's say if we understand this thing in a developer language basically, then actually this is our primary key, and every object is having this key. Okay, it's not showing on the front end, but in the back end it's already there, and we have a field called id in every object of Salesforce that will, like whenever we create any record, definitely the name is saved, but automatically this id is generated, and this id will be stored in our contact record. Okay, if I go to this contact, and uh, right now if you see over here, you are able to see Tata, but actually if you see, if you just try to open it in the new window, okay, I'm just opening in the new window, then over here, as you okay, so now let me just open it in the new window, new tab basically. If you see this one, this is the id that actually they are using. If you understand this concept, this is enough for you. Okay, every object is using this one, and on the contact object, that's what I'm trying to explain you, that every child object wherever the field will be available will store this id only, the parent object id. Okay, so right now if we think, then this is the id actually store in this account id field. Okay, so this is how actually relationships are working. They are connecting the data and different entities together. Okay, now we understood the concept of parent and child also, and the parent object will be there, and this is, here we can call these one as a related list basically. Okay, all the child object we can put it over here. All these are the child object basically, and definitely they have their different field on that one. As contact is having, if I go to opportunity, right now you are able to see opportunity also over here. So if I go to opportunity, then opportunity will also have same kind of field. Let's say here also they have the account id field as a lookup. If I go to case, because case is visible over here, so case will also have a field for account id. So this is how actually internally they are handling these things. So this is the only concept that we need to understand. You see account id, here they are stored. So this is how actually relationship are working. Now let's get back here, and if we go ahead, then we have a multiple type of relationship. Right now we'll just cover lookup and master detail lookup relationship. So in the lookup relationship, a lookup relationship link two objects together, allowing you to look at one object from another. It's a loose relationship, mean link object can exist independently of the related record. In this case, let's say an account can have a lookup relationship to contact, correct? And meaning that contact can exist without necessity of linked objects. Okay, so this is the example of account and contact. Okay, even if I want to create a contact without account, okay, let me create it. New contact I'm creating, and I'm creating without uh, account. Okay, so even that will also exist. So employee can have existence without the company also. Okay, they can run it completely, or even they can definitely change it. That's completely fine. So this is how actually it's going on. Okay, so I hope you are clear in this one. Now let's see. Okay, so this is how lookup is working. Okay, now let's understand the master detail lookup relationship also. Okay, so master detail lookup relationship is a tighter bond between two objects. The detail record means the child cannot exist without parent record. Okay, if the master record is deleted, all the associated detail relationship are also deleted. Let's say that let me take an example of fees. Okay, if a student is having fees and if you delete student, then there is no need for fees also. So those will be deleted if we are having that relationship. Now let us see this thing in practical. Okay, so let me, right now we have a student object. Okay, we already covered that thing in our journey. And let me see the teacher object also. Teacher object, right now it's not available, but let me quickly create it. Okay, but definitely you should be always having that one, because you are completing these assignment, so should be having that one. That, let me copy all the details that I have already given here, so in future also will not have any conflict. Two teachers, everything is done. Now let me create it. Okay, now this object is created. Now what I want to do is, I want to create a relationship. Let's say every student will have their class teacher, correct? And uh, we can create a lookup relationship for that one. Let's say that if sometime even they can exist without class teacher also, because let's say class teacher is gone or something happening, anything happening, then we can do that part. Okay, so let me go to first student object. Okay, student object, I'm here on the student object. And if I'm going to fill a relationship, I can click on new. And over here I can just select the lookup relationship. So I'm creating a new field, or and definitely the new field will be always there on the child record itself. Okay, child record only. Now I just selected lookup relationship. Now I am going to next. And then over here, let me just put teacher. So select a teacher, next, and one more next. And this is the child relationship name that we'll see later in our journey. What is that and how it's there? So see, done. Okay, this is done. Now let me go to the student records. And let me apply and contact. Now if I go here, then what we can do is, if you see here, let me create a new record. Or even let me just create, go to one of the Sita record. Okay, Sita record is there. Or even let me go to the one. Okay, if I go here right now, nothing is visible. Let me quickly refresh it. So the hard refresh part I'm trying to do and utilizing it. Let's see. So still nothing is visible. So let me do one thing. Okay, first of all, definitely one part that we need to do is, we need to see this thing on the teacher object. Okay, so over here if I go, then teacher lookup is visible from here. Okay, so this is the new field that we created, and it's visible over here. If you see here, teacher is there. If I click on the new teacher, then I can give the teacher name. So I can just say that let's say that um, I can just select Maharshi, Maharshi, Agastya, Agastya. I can save it. So new record is created for our teacher, and that is added over here. Okay. Now if I save it, then it's done. And if I go to this record, teacher record, then in the related as a student, I can see the RAM record. Okay, so this is how actually lookup relationship is working. Here the teacher or the class teacher lookup relationship that we have in our student record, based on that one only it's showing all these things. Okay, so one thing that should be very clear, that we will be always having a field in our child record, and if we go to that one, then in the related list of our parent will have the child record basically, as you can see over here. Now we will just understand one more thing, that we understood the relationship of master detail, how it is. So let's see how we can even utilize that one. So master detail lookup relationship, let me create one table for that one, or let's say object. So I'm just creating an object for fees. For fees. Fee, fees. Okay. So in this scenario, basically we will not have fee name basically. So we can I can just give fees number, and I can just use auto number, and over here I can say fee, and let me put this thing 0, 0, and it will start from 1. Okay. Now if I save it, and let me just save quickly. Now in this fees object, definitely this fees will be related to some of the student only. Okay, so let me go there, and I will create master detail lookup relationship. Okay, so if I create master detail lookup relationship, then let me even see this one, that see student. Okay, student, next, and next, 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 and save. Done. Okay. Now if I go to my student record, okay, student record, I'm here. In this related record, I want to see that example. I was trying to build previously. Let me build it now. Okay. Now here in the related list, we do have the fees. I can create the fees record directly from here. Now I'm creating the fees record. In the fees number, we don't have anything. Okay, now I just created this one, and one of the fee number is created. Now if you see this one, then this is our record of fees object, and even you can see that in the number of the name field will have this number automatically, and in this student we are okay. This is our master detail lookup relationship, and here what we are saying is master detail lookup relationship will give you few more capabilities that we will understand in our later part of our journey. But if I delete the student, okay, then let me delete it first. If I delete this one, student ram record is deleted now. Now if I go back to here, then it's saying look like a problem, because this record is also automatically deleted. So this is the main part, and this is what we need to understand, that whenever we are using master detail lookup relationship, then it's a tightly coupled. Means the child record cannot exist without a master record. Okay, or the detail record will be not having any existence without master, and it will give few more capabilities. But lookup relationship will have this thing as an option if we really want to make it required. We have that option. Otherwise, we cannot. There is no issue. And the thing is, if we delete the parent record, then child record will be not deleted in our lookup scenario. Okay, so this is how it works basically. Even few more things we will understand during our journey that right now we cannot cover, because otherwise you will feel very very heavy to understand all these things. Okay, so I hope I'm clear in this concept. Please ask your question if you have anything in comment or in our class, and definitely complete the assignment that are available in our sheet. Thank you so much for watching the video. We'll meet in the next video. Till that, keep learning and Jai Hind.